STCW Training Kenya Commonly Asked Questions 7 WH Questions on STCW in Kenya STCW FAQ Habari Kenya. Are you dreaming of a career on the high seas? Do you want to explore the world and work in a dynamic industry? Then STCW training might be the perfect first step for you. Have you received an offer letter with MSC Cruises, Royal Caribbean International, Princess Cruises, Celebrity Cruises, or any other shipping line? But before that, thank you so much for being part of Marine Engineering Kenya family. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and leave a comment to let us know how you find this content. In this video, we'll be diving deep into everything you need to know about STCW training in Kenya. We'll cover: what is STCW training? When I study STCW in Kenya, is it considered in another country? What do you learn in the course? Who is eligible for the training? Why is STCW training important? When do you take STCW classes? Where can you get STCW certified in Kenya? What is the cost of STCW in Kenya? What are the requirements before joining STCW class? How is the training conducted? Is it virtual or physical learning? What are the career opportunities after training? When I study STCW in Kenya, is it considered in another country? Are there scholarships available? Seafarers Continuous Discharge Certificate CDC and Record Book RB, what it is, how to get it, whether you're a recent graduate or looking for a career change. STCW training can open doors to exciting opportunities in the Kenyan maritime industry, so buckle up and get ready to set sail towards your maritime future. Number 1. What is STCW training? When I study STCW in Kenya, is it considered in another country? STCW stands for Standards of Training, Certification in Watchkeeping. It's an international convention under the International Maritime Organization that sets the minimum requirements for the training, certification, and watchkeeping of seafarers on board merchant ships. Think of it as a universal language of maritime safety and competency. Studying STCW in Kenya, global recognition of your skills. The good news is that STCW training completed in Kenya is recognized internationally. Kenya is a signatory to the STCW Convention, meaning their maritime training programs adhere to the international standards. Here's why your Kenyan STCW certification is valuable globally. Standardized training. STCW courses worldwide follow the same curriculum and competency requirements. International recognition. Certificates issued by Kenya Maritime Authority that comply with STCW are recognized by other signatory countries. Verification process. Many countries have online verification systems where employers can confirm the validity of your STCW certificates. Here are some additional points to consider. Specific requirements. While your STCW certification is recognized internationally, some countries might have additional requirements for specific roles or types of vessels. Flag state requirements. The flag state of a vessel might have additional training requirements for its seafarers. Overall, obtaining your STCW training in Kenya equips you with internationally recognized qualifications, opening doors to a rewarding maritime career across the globe. Number 2. What do you learn in the course? Here's a breakdown of some key areas you'll typically learn about. 1. Personal survival techniques. This module equips you with the skills necessary to survive emergencies at sea. You'll learn about abandoned ship procedures and lifeboat operations, survival swimming and personal safety equipment usage, fire prevention and firefighting techniques. 2. Fire safety and firefighting. This section focuses on preventing and extinguishing fires on board ships. You'll cover different types of fires and firefighting methods, use of firefighting equipment and breathing apparatus, fire safety regulations and procedures. 3. Basic first aid. This module equips you with the knowledge and skills to provide basic medical care at sea. You'll learn about assessing and treating common injuries and illnesses, applying first aid techniques like CPR and wound care, using onboard medical equipment. 4. Marine navigation and seamanship. This section covers the fundamental principles of navigation and ship handling. You'll learn about chart work, navigation instruments, and position fixing techniques. collision avoidance regulations, and safe watchkeeping procedures. Basic ship handling maneuvers and anchoring techniques. 5. Maritime safety and security. This module focuses on ensuring the safety and security of the vessel, crew, and cargo at sea. You'll cover international maritime safety regulations, maritime security awareness and measures to prevent piracy and terrorism, cargo handling and stowage procedures. 6. Social responsibilities. This section emphasizes the importance of responsible behavior at sea. You'll learn about environmental protection regulations to prevent marine pollution, maritime labor conventions and crew rights, preventing drug and alcohol abuse on board. In addition to these core topics, some STCW courses might include additional modules specific to your chosen maritime career path, such as deck officer training, advanced navigation, meteorology, and shipboard leadership, engine room ratings, operation, and maintenance of marine engines and auxiliary machinery. By completing STCW training, you gain a well-rounded foundation in the knowledge and skills required for a safe and successful career at sea. Number 3. Who is eligible for the training? Basic requirements. Minimum age. The minimum age requirement is typically 18 years old, although some institutions might have a higher age limit. Medical fitness. You'll need to pass a medical examination to ensure you are physically fit for sea duty. The specific requirements for the medical certificate can be obtained from the Kenya Maritime Authority. Basic education. While the specific educational level required might vary, a high school diploma or equivalent is often considered the minimum baseline. Some advanced STCW courses might require additional education or certifications. Additional considerations: English language proficiency. Since most STCW training materials and exams are in English, a good understanding of the language is essential. Swimming ability. Demonstrating basic swimming competency is often a requirement for STCW courses, especially those that cover personal survival techniques. Clean criminal record. Some maritime authorities might conduct background checks and require a clean criminal record for enrollment in STCW training programs. Number 4. Why is STCW training important? Safety at sea. STCW training ensures that seafarers around the world have the necessary knowledge and skills to operate ships safely and efficiently. Global recognition. An STCW certificate issued by a recognized country is valid internationally, allowing you to work on merchant vessels around the world. Career opportunities. STCW certification is a prerequisite for most maritime jobs on merchant ships. Number 5. When do you take STCW classes? You can study the course as a first time or as revalidation. STCW revalidation will be covered later. The availability of these courses depends on the training institutions and their course schedules. Most maritime schools in Kenya likely offer STCW courses on a regular basis with multiple start dates throughout the year. Check the websites of maritime schools in Kenya for their course schedules and upcoming STCW class offerings. Contact the schools directly to inquire about their next STCW course start date and any registration deadlines. Number 6. Where can you get STCW certified in Kenya? We have covered the schools in a separate video. Find link in the description box. Here are some maritime training institutions where you can get STCW certified in Kenya, categorized according to regions. 1. Kisumu Maritime Center, Kisumu. 2. Railway Training Institute, Kisumu Campus Marine School. 3. Premier Maritime Training Institute, MERU. 4. Pioneer International University, MURANG''A. 5. Bandari Maritime Academy, Mombasa. 6. Indian Ocean Maritime Center, WATAMU. Number 7. What is the cost of STCW in Kenya? Unfortunately, there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer to the cost of STCW training in Kenya. The price can vary depending on several factors, including the specific STCW course you choose. Basic safety training will likely be more expensive than revalidation course. The training provider you select. Different maritime schools might have varying pricing structures. The duration and format of the course. Full-time programs are generally more expensive than part-time options. However, a sample pricing could include tuition fees KSHS 35,000 medical, ranges between KSHS 4,500 to 8,000 depending on the facility, doctor's certificates, plus discharge book from KMA, $70. While the cost of STCW training might seem significant upfront, consider it an investment in your future maritime career. A valid STCW certificate opens doors to various job opportunities and earning potential in the maritime industry. Number 8. What are the requirements before joining STCW class? Specific course requirements. Some advanced STCW courses might have additional prerequisites, such as previous maritime experience or specific certifications. For basic STCW, the requirements are duly filled medical certificate obtained from the Kenya Maritime Authority. Passing a medical examination is crucial to ensure you are physically fit for sea duty. Duly filled admission form for the particular maritime or STCW training center, bank slip. Fees paid to the particular school, national ID copy or passport attached. 2 colored passport-sized photographs. Number 9. How is the training conducted? Is it virtual or physical learning? What is the course duration? Is the training hard? STCW training in Kenya is primarily conducted through physical learning at maritime training institutions. Here's a breakdown of what to expect. Learning methods. Classroom instruction. A significant portion of the training involves classroom sessions, where instructors deliver theoretical knowledge and explanations. Practical exercises. STCW courses heavily emphasize practical skills development. You'll participate in hands-on exercises in workshops, simulators, or training pools to learn essential safety procedures. Assessments. Throughout the course, you'll likely undergo written exams, practical demonstrations, and assessments to ensure you've grasped the required knowledge and skills. Virtual learning options. Limited availability. While physical learning is the primary mode of delivery, some institutions might offer pre-course modules or supplementary materials online. These can provide a head start on the theoretical content before the in-person training begins. Not a replacement. Virtual components are unlikely to replace the full STCW training experience. The hands-on practical exercises and in-person assessments remain crucial aspects of ensuring competency. Course duration. The duration of STCW training in Kenya varies depending on the specific course you choose. Here's a general range. Basic safety training. This is the most common STCW course and typically takes 1 to 2 weeks to complete. Advanced STCW courses like advanced firefighting or medical care provider training might take 2 to 4 weeks or longer. Difficulty of the training. The difficulty of STCW training is subjective and depends on your background. Here's what to consider. Technical content. The training covers technical subjects related to maritime safety and operations. Hands-on learning. The practical exercises require physical participation and mastering specific skills. English language. If English isn't your first language, fluency might be a challenge. However, most STCW courses are designed to be accessible to individuals with a high school education and a willingness to learn. Here are some tips for success. Review course content. If available, pre-course materials can help you familiarize yourself with the topics beforehand. Actively participate, ask questions, engage in discussions, and practice during the practical exercises. Seek help. Don't hesitate to ask instructors for clarification or additional support if needed. Number 10. What are the career opportunities after training? Overall, STCW training is a stepping stone to a fulfilling and dynamic career at sea. With dedication, hard work, and a willingness to learn, you can navigate your way towards a successful future in the exciting world of maritime professions. Factors to consider. Area of interest. Do you prefer working on deck or in the engine room? Consider your interests and strengths when choosing a career path. Specific qualifications. Some positions might require additional training or certifications beyond basic STCW. Experience and networking. Building sea time and connections within the maritime industry are crucial for career advancement. Maritime industry careers are covered in a separate video. Make sure to check out the channel for more info on that. Number 11. Are there scholarships available? There are potential funding opportunities available for STCW training in Kenya, but they might not be as widely advertised as the training programs themselves. Some of the scholarship opportunities include 1. Higher Education Loans Board Maritime Education and Training Scheme offer financing to students pursuing courses in the maritime sector being offered at Bandari Maritime Academy and other maritime training institutions approved by Kenya Maritime Authority. Check out the HELB website for more. 2. County Government Initiative. Some county governments sponsor students from the respective areas. Check out with your county government for more info. 3. KCB Foundation, offering scholarships for qualified seafarers and safety standard training certificate in watchkeeping for seafarers course. Check out the KCB website for more. 4. Local organizations that promote blue economy, company corporate social responsibility (CSR), and some organizations like Kenya Fisheries. Question 12. Seafarers Continuous Discharge Certificate CDC and Record Book RB. What it is, how to get it. A seaman's discharge book is a continuous record of a seaman's service. This document certifies that the person holding is a seaman, as per the International Convention on Standards of Training, Certification, and Watchkeeping for Seafarers, 1978, as amended from time to time. A CDC is an employment record document issued by your country's maritime authority. It tracks your sea service experience on board vessels. Think of it as a logbook recording your maritime employment history. Having a valid STCW certificate is typically a prerequisite for obtaining a CDC and working on merchant vessels. The process for obtaining a CDC is handled by your country's maritime authority, like the Kenya Maritime Authority in Kenya. In conclusion, while not directly issued as a result of STCW training, a valid STCW certificate is a crucial requirement for obtaining a CDC, which becomes your maritime employment record. Both documents are essential for a successful career at sea. This will be addressed further in a separate video. Alright folks, that's all we have for you today on commonly asked STCW training questions in Kenya. If you're looking to set sail on a career in maritime engineering, hit that subscribe button and set course for our channel, Marine Engineering Kenya. Don't forget to like this video and share it with anyone who might be interested. We've got a whole ocean of content coming your way, so stay tuned.